Hello, tubers! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for watching Cooper's Thai Adventure with Mr. Brooks Schneider. He's with us again today for our regular Wednesday live stream at, oh my God, o'clock here, 7 o'clock in the morning in Thailand. So you guys can watch it at your time that suits you in the West. So thank you for joining us, and a belated happy Thanksgiving to our American subscribers out there. It's coming this Thursday, so only tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and there's turkeys everywhere for sale here in Thailand. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. And today's topic is all about, is it safe to drive in Thailand? So without further ado, let's get into today's topic, and feel free to join in the discussion in the comments section underneath. And if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up for us, and also hit the subscribe button. It really does help the channel. We really do appreciate it. And then come on over and join the Facebook group. So you have to hit the thumbs up followed by the subscribe. We then get notified on YouTube that you're a subscriber and you're accepted into the Facebook group. Really, really easy. 4 questions to answer in there, just to abide by the Facebook rules. We have to do that to keep out all the negative people and the bots. You know, we want to keep it nice and safe for everybody on there. So welcome, Mr. Schneider. Thank you for coming back with us. And what's your experience about driving here in Thailand?
You need your head on a swivel. No, I drive a scooter, and I've already had a dust up, let's say, which is the only accident I've ever had that was my fault.
Right.
And, yeah, it was a blind spot, and but I suspect the driver took off.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect he didn't have a license.
Right.
Even though I was at fault, but. Anyways, yeah, you really need your head on a swivel. I drive a scooter, obviously, and I like the idea of a scooter because, you don't get stuck in the traffic and
you can weave in and out.
Yeah, it's a little easier for, because I'm used to bikes. But, you obviously drive a vehicle and,
I do.
I prefer driving with you.
Yeah, I drive a pickup truck and I have a motorcycle. So I like to drive both. And for a lot of Westerners that come over to Thailand, what they find is everything they've been taught in the West about give way, yield, and indicate and everything else before turning. Over here in Thailand, it's completely different. Okay, the Thais have been driving this way all their life.
Yes.
So they're used to the way we're driving. When we come out here, it's a bit of a culture shock. And it does take time to get used to. So my recommendation is, for the first month you're here, don't drive. Take public transport and then see how everybody else drives before you get behind a wheel or a motorbike, and start trying for yourself, because that'll give you a good jump on, okay, well, they drive like this.
What to expect.
And, when in Rome, do like the Romans.
Well, and the Bolt here, the taxi service, let's say, the Bolt app is great, and it's so cheap.
It is.
You could almost afford to have 2 or 3 trips a day on the Bolt for the price of, owning a vehicle, in my opinion. But
yeah, and it's absolutely fantastic. So for those of you that are looking to come out to Thailand, download an app that's called Bolt, B-O-L-T, okay? And the Bolt app is fantastic, as Brooks says. And what it'll do is, you remember the old days where you'd hear people complain about, oh, I got in the taxi and the first thing he said to me is the meter's not working, and that he charged me, they charged colossal rates. Well, the Bolt app does away with that completely. And it's like Uber is in the West. But the difference is it tells you what the price is before you even get in. And you could choose the different sizes of taxis you want. You want
a scooter. Or you can ride a scooter for like nothing.
Yeah. You can scooter taxis they got over here, and what happens is, before the driver gets there, it'll tell you on the app, you can have a compact car all the way up to an SUV, and there's different prices, and what that price is what you pay. It's that simple. And I swear by it. I absolutely love it.
So do I.
When we came here, before we had transport, we were using it on a regular basis. And super, super, super cheap. and affordable. So let's see who we got on today on the live stream. And first off,
Gary Hart. Hello, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke. Looking forward to another great and informative live stream.
And thank you, Gary, and welcome to today's show.
Tom P. Good morning, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke.
And welcome back, Tom, another one of our regulars there. Thank you very much.
Tommy again, happy upcoming Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thank you for that, brother. Hope you have gotten a nice turkey there ready to cook.
Bobby 57. Good morning, YouTubers. Hi, Brooke and Cooper.
And hello, Bobby, another great guy. He's moved over from the Philippines, him and his wife, Herling. They live in our complex here. Absolutely lovely people. I like both of them. Darlene and Herling are really, really getting along well. The girls sort of fit together there nicely. And he's a great guy. I really enjoy hanging out with him.
Bobby the Brain. Roger Walker. Good morning, Darlene, Cooper, and everyone. Thumbs up.
And thank you for that, Roger. Yes, please. If you're on here watching, please hit the thumbs up. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny.
Chris E. Hi, family.
And hi, Chris. Thank you for coming back. Another one of our regulars there. Great to always see you on the show, brother.
Roger Walker and Brooke.
And Brooke. There you go.
Lost Boy. I'm from Florida, and Thailand even scares me.
And Thailand even scares me. Yeah, it takes a bit to get used to, brother. And, you know, I can remember when I first came out here, and it was at the Millennium. Just after the Millennium was when I first came out here, 2001. And it was just motorbikes everywhere. Not so many cars. It was just motorbikes and tuk-tuks. You know, those were the taxis back then, the three-wheeler motorcycles. And it scared the heck out of me. I was like, wow, how the heck do I drive out here? And I've been driving motorbikes since I was like 6 years old. I got my very first dirt bike, you know, my dad bought me. And I was like, this is terrifying. But after a while, you get used to the way the Thais drive and you just drive like them, you know, and it sort of like becomes the new norm. But the first time you drive out here, it is a complete and utter culture shock, I must admit. And
not as bad as the Philippines, though.
No, the Philippines. I got to tell you, that one even scared me to drive. Yeah. And no, I'm not going to go in there. I'm not going to bash the Philippines. Today's show is about driving in Thailand, so I'm not going to go there.
The Buddy Show Worldwide in Pattaya, Thailand. Good morning.
And good morning, Buddy. Another good subscriber. Met him at our last meet and greet at Fraser's. Really nice guy. I enjoyed talking to him. He's very informative, you know, and great to meet him. Looking forward to seeing him again.
Alfa Romeo. Hello, Coop and Brooke from a cold and wet Ontario, Canada. Can't wait to land in the hot and sunny land of smiles. Driving in Thailand, keep your head on a swivel always.
Yeah, it's always best. Look both ways, you know. Check your mirrors constantly. You know, you'll be okay. You know, take it easy. Let those guys go flying around you.
Cold and wet, he says. So you must be Southern Ontario because I think they got snow in a lot of Canada.
That's November out there. Yeah, it's still beautiful weather here today. Yesterday when we went out filming, it was 31 degrees Celsius. So what's that? That's about 90 degrees.
Yeah, but
Fahrenheit.
You don't notice it. The humidity's down, I find.
Oh, the humidity was way down.
And the mornings and evenings are absolutely ideal here.
Yeah.
Kind of like Florida weather that I was used to when I wintered there. But yeah, it's ideal time of the year, I think.
We sat there outside the Riviera in Wongamat, James Building, and there's a cafe outside, and we sat there and had dinner. And there was like zero humidity.
Nice.
It was just so nice. It was just like lukewarm outside, you know, probably about 80, I would say, and temperature wise. No humidity.
I've never had a winter here. So, you know, seeing this now, it just even reinforces how lovely it is here climate wise.
Yeah. And what was funny is we went into the swimming pool yesterday. Or was it the day before yesterday? Day before yesterday, we went into the swimming pool. Brooke sends me a text message, say, "Hey, Coop, swimming?" ? I replied, "Absolutely, let's go." So I would get down in the swimming pool. There's me, you, and
James,
and we're in the pool. And Brooke is just stood there like this. It's cold.
It was cold. Yeah,
the water was cold. Yeah, he says,
which is unusual because
he's so used to it being hot. The water, yeah.
The Buddy Show. I might drive a car, but I won't even get on something with only 2 wheels. Like a comedian said, I don't want my last moment on earth to be spooning some guy in a green vest.
I don't know. It could be romantic, buddy. Only joking, brother. Only joking.
Alpha Romeo, especially when walking across the streets.
Yeah. Take it easy. Wait for the traffic to go past. One thing that I will tell you that's old school in Thailand that a lot of people know is if you want to cross the street, there's an old rule in Thailand that goes back, I'm talking pre-80s. And that is if you put your hand up like this, the traffic has to stop and allow you to go across. Now, the Thais know this, but the foreigners don't.
I've seen
so
the
you
Thais
got to
do that.
You got to be careful. And you keep your wits about you when driving here in Thailand. And I seem to have lost the comment section here. Hang on, trying to get it back. There we go. Now stuck.
Joelle, good morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Getting our first snow tonight, so they say. 71 days and countdown
for the sun. There you go, Joel, and thank you for joining us, brother. Really, really appreciate it.
Lost Boy, the Buddy Show worldwide in Pattaya, and he's laughing.
Yeah, it was a good comment there. Spooning a guy on a motorbike.
Dennis L, thanks for the info with T-Mobile and the Magenta plan.
Yeah, he was asking about that last week on mine and Darlene's live stream.
Yep.
And I've been out of the States since the millennium. Last time I was in the States was the millennium. And then I came over here. And they didn't have such programs back then, you know, with T-Mobile, Sprint, and all the other networks in the States, you know, for roaming overseas. You always just paid a colossal rate.
Well, I found like in Canada, it was a joke for trying to get something that was reasonable to have a Western-based phone number. So, you know, because I had a property in Florida, I, researched there. And I used to be with AT&T when I wintered in Florida.
Right.
But they didn't really have anything. Verizon had a plan. But when I compared it to T-Mobile, which is what I recommended, it couldn't touch T-Mobile. So, and actually, when you do a lot of the videos on YouTube about, traveling with phones, T-Mobile comes up a lot.
Yeah.
So that was definitely, in my opinion, the one to go with. Now, the Magenta plan was the one I looked at, and they had seniors discounts, military discounts. So it was pretty good that way for, I eked into the senior category.
So you pay what, $40 a month for that?
Yeah, actually, I started off at 30.
Okay.
But they've raised the, I've had a few years with it. So it seems to go up, every year to year and a half, about $5. So now it's 40.
And what's that do? Does it allow you to receive calls and texts?
Yes.
And make calls?
As well as data. Okay.
As well as data.
Yeah, as well as data. And to receive text messages, I can make calls on it should I need to. And that gets, there's a limit on how much you can do, but at least I've used it. Anytime I need a bank confirmation or a Wise confirmation, bingo, it comes on that phone. So works good.
Great to know.
Dennis L, in Thailand, I guess you need to look left, then right. It's the opposite of the States. Yeah,
it takes a little bit of getting used to. It really does. I remember when me and Brooke got here, Brooke kept saying, "Coop, how do you learn to drive on the left-hand side of the road?" We're so used to driving on the right. Even the Philippines, it's on the right-hand side of the road where we live there, and it's left here. I said, well, I lived in England for a while, so it's easy for me to sort of switch between sides and driving trucks across Europe. I worked for a Dutch company and a German company while I was over there, so I was driving back and forth, and one day I could be in England and driving on the other side of the road. Then I could be the next day in Germany driving on the other side of the road. And what I used to do is I'd wake up in my truck, I pull the curtains, I get up and I go get a shower at the truck stop, get back in the truck, and I would look to see which way the traffic's going to remember which country I was in.
Wow. What I found worked for me here initially was I just put this in my mind: stick to the left, stay on the left.
Yeah.
Stay on the left. So anytime I was coming to an intersection, stay on the left, and it worked.
Yeah.
The Music Sanctuary. Good day, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene.
And thank you for joining us.
Another
Music
regular.
Sanctuary. Really, really appreciate it.
So Pepper Company. Hello, Coop and Brooke. Driving here in Florida is super crazy. I think I will take my chances in the beginning, walking, and then warm up to driving. Good idea.
That's a very good idea.
Yep.
That's a very good idea. And thankfully, what we got here in Thailand is quite a lot of sidewalks.
Yep.
Yeah, quite a lot of sidewalks for walking. Makes life a lot easier here, especially here in Jumtian.
The beach is ideal for walking.
Yeah,
set it
you
up
got
there
the beach
nice.
walk there. It's fantastic. You can
Purposely
either
built
choose
for
to,
that.
You can either choose to walk on the sand, take your sandals off, kick back, walk on the sand, get your feet wet. Or there's what I like to call the boardwalk. It's just proper walking road there, sidewalk. And people go up and down, they're running, they're jogging, they're doing their exercises on there. They put different fitness areas on the beach here, so those that want to do pull-ups, chin-ups,
you can do your workout.
And that's fantastic. I really like how they,
where we're located here at Dusit Grand Park 2, you don't even maybe need a vehicle. You can walk to the beach.
Yeah.
They've got the shuttle service to the macro, the food stores.
And to the beach.
To the beach.
You go to the beach too.
And then what I did, a few times is I'll take the shuttle to the stores, do my big shopping, and then I'll order the boat to come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't have to even wait for the shuttle returning.
There you go. Great.
SC, hello, my friend.
And hello, SC. Welcome to the live stream. New one on here. Thank you for joining us.
Alfa Romeo, just back from Italy. It's 16 and sunny. Landed here, it's 4 degrees in TO. Ouch.
Yeah. Ouch. Yeah, that is a big shock. And that's one thing I remember when I was living in Europe and I was commuting back and forth between Thailand, and I'd come over here for the winter months, and I'd go back maybe in February. I'd come over for Christmas, January, and head back February. When I got off the plane in Heathrow or Berlin, it was so freaking different, because as soon as those doors open to the outside world from the airport,
blast.
You get that blast of cold, and it goes right through you. Yeah. And I came unstuck my first time. I got off the plane with a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. I landed in Heathrow in London. The doors opened at the airport. And this was my very first trip to Thailand, so I wasn't very clued up. And when I came out the airport, I was like, Jesus Christ. I was reaching in my suitcase to get my winter clothes out, my jacket, quickly putting on a pair of sweatpants. It was cold.
You don't like the cold.
I don't miss those days at all.
El DeCC, hi guys. A little off the subject. I'm having pizza now and wondering what the cost of a pizza would be in Jumtian. Enjoying your live streams.
That is a good question. My wife always orders it on the Bolt app, but it is very cheap. You're only talking $6 to $12, depending on what size you want.
We ordered when we went to the Bangkok, for the embassy trip, and we went to the pizza company.
Yeah, that's
it's a chain.
Yeah,
and they had a special there on the menu. It was 399 baht, so what's that? About a little under $12. But you got a big pizza. 6 slices, and you got like 4 chicken wings, and you got a bunch of fries, and I think there was one other item you got. So it was tremendous for 2 people. We couldn't eat it all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's how much it is. So they're reasonably priced here, and they're darn good. I would say similar to the West.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think the pizza company is better than Domino's here or Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
it blows them all away. Yeah. I don't know what the tomato sauce that they use in there, but it's just full of flavor. I love it.
So Pepper Company. Yes, that hand thing also works in Mexico. When I get to Thailand, I will definitely keep both hands up crossing the street.
Yeah, look at me. Don't hit me, please.
Black Ops. Hello, Brooke and Cooper. Finally in Grand Dusit Park 2.
Wow, Al is here with us. Al is here. He sent me a text message. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Al, I get mixed up with days. When you're retired, you can't keep up with them anymore. It's like Brooke and I always say to each other, what day of the week is today? Is it Thursday or is it Monday? Because you lose track. You're not going to work Monday to Friday anymore. And being retired out here, everything just rolls into one.
Yep.
You can't notice the difference between weekends and weekdays over here.
No pressure.
Except it's just a little bit more traffic on the weekends, and
Yeah.
the markets are fully open on the weekend, where some markets only open partially during the week, and then at the weekend they're fully open and you get all the stalls out. So thank you, Al, for sending a text message. I hope you're enjoying it in Disagram Part 2, where we live, and get to meet up with you, brother. Maybe after this live stream, we'll go down to the pool and say hello. Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments down below. Is this all it's cracked up to be that I say in the channel?
Alfa Romeo, hey, Brooke, my Wise card is on its way to me. Thanks for the reminder. That's good. Yeah, it's and you can even use that in Canada. Probably try it out there, Alpha, and make, so it's working. And then I'd start setting a bit of bot up if you're planning on coming, in the next few months, and start, saving.
Yeah,
in your Wise account.
Yeah, very good way to do it.
Gift 24 GT. Does Thailand have sidewalks to walk or bike on? Does traffic stop at crosswalks for pedestrians?
Okay, you want to answer that?
I would say, yeah. Most of the places have sidewalks.
Yeah,
not everything, but most of them do, especially if it's a busy area. It seems to be. As Coop said, the beaches are great because they have dedicated, walking bike paths, which is nice. Does traffic stop at crosswalks? You definitely want your hand up, and you want to make sure they see you. A lot of them will try and get through past the crosswalk before you walk. But if they see you walking out, especially if there's a few, and if there's ties there, they're stopping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I find.
And the crosswalk here in Jomtien, right by Rumpel Market, it's got one of those buttons you push, and, the green man comes on. Traffic does stop.
They do.
As soon as that red light comes on, they'll look and see if there's anybody. They'll slow down, look and see if there's anybody that wants to cross. If there is, they'll come to a complete stop and let them cross. And if there's not, they'll look.
Yeah,
nobody crossing, right, red light on, no worries, I'm going. And that's the way that they do it out here.
Jay Easy, good morning, afternoon, good evening.
And that's always his comment on here. So, thank you for that, Jay Easy. And he's finally got it right. He's finally got it right, because he'd say good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Oh, now he's copying me and he's going good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So there you go, Jay Easy. I've been watching you.
Black Ops, can you do a shout out for my meetup at Fraser's on Friday at 6 p.m.?
Yeah, I sure can. Al posted on the Facebook group that he was doing a meetup Friday at 6 p.m. Any one of the subscribers that are out here that would like to meet up and meet Mr. Al and several of the other new people that have arrived in the last couple of weeks since our last meet and greet. It's always a great place to meet up. It's aircon. The food is absolutely to die for, and it's super affordable.
Well, I think I might go. I like Fraser's.
Yeah. But we also do have a meet and greet today. So our meet and greet today is at 10 o'clock this morning. We're going out to Tarzan, they call it here. It's where they got the treetops, and you're walking across the treetops on the ropes and stuff like that, and the bridges. But they do give you a harness, and it's attached to a zip line. So it's great for the girls to do. Us guys, we're just going to sit there and chill out in the restaurant, because there's a restaurant / coffee bar area there. So we'll just chill out and have a nice cappuccino, I think, while the girls are up there.
Yeah, my zip lining, parachute, and bungee jumping days are over. So I think I'll sit in the cafe with you.
You're going to sit in the cafe with me. So your bungee jumping and your parachuting days are over. So when are you going to pack in the skinny dipping? I hate going down to the pool and seeing you in there. Yay!
As Darlene says, bullshitter. Steve Sun, hello, good afternoon.
And hello, Steve, and welcome to Cooper and Brooks live stream. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Brett Thomas, hey, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke, been following you for a few months. First live, thanks for sharing.
And you're very welcome, Brett. And thank you for coming on to the live stream. We are changing the channel a little bit on our YouTube. Yeah, we have to. We are completely burnt out. To get the channel up and running, we had to go out like 6 days a week filming, and staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning, editing, up at 6 o'clock in the morning, answering comments and everything else. And we got absolutely burned out. So what we've decided moving forward, we're going to do is we're now going to just show 3 videos a week, but still have the 2 live streams on Wednesday and Saturday, because we desperately need some me time. And we've got a great group of subscribers on here. So I hope you all understand. Also, we got our honeymoon coming up on the 22nd of December. We're going on a cruise leaving from Bangkok, Thailand. It's an American cruise line called Norwegian. And we didn't get a honeymoon because COVID happened. So we're taking our honeymoon now, and we're trying to get some videos in the bank, so that when we're on the cruise ship, you'll still be able to watch our channel. And we're not sure how the internet's going to be on a cruise ship. On this cruise ship, I've never been on it, so I don't honestly know. And the last time I was in a cruise ship was in the 1990s, and there was no internet. So it's
I think with Starlink now you should be okay, but you'll see when you get there.
We'll see when we get there on the ship. So we're not sure whether we're going to be able to do any live streams or any videos on the ship. So prepare for that. What we're doing is we're making extra videos now that we'll upload prior to getting on the ship and release them for our regular dates. So you're not missing out while we're gone.
So what you were saying initially, you're getting a little burnt out.
I am.
You need to do what I do.
What's that, buddy?
Nap.
Take naps. When do I have time for a nap? I don't honestly have time for a nap. We are absolutely flat out. But you know what? The one thing that I've enjoyed out of all this the most is meeting the people. That makes the difference in the world.
Yeah.
I can remember on our last live stream, and I still have goosebumps go down my body when I think about this. Our last meet and greet. We went to Fraser's, and it was at Halloween. And there was a lot more people than what I was expecting.
Oh,
there was
yeah.
about 50 people
Packed.
there, Brooke.
Yeah.
And their faces when me and Darlene walked in the room, it was like I was a long lost relative they hadn't seen for,
everybody was
years.
smiling.
Everybody's face was lit up. And it was just such an honor and a pleasure to walk around, shake everybody's hands, give them a moment of our time so we could talk to them, get to know them a little bit, and walk around the tables and meet everybody. It was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. Everybody was smiling. Everybody was loving it. And I sat down and I asked every single person, how are you enjoying Thailand? They all turned around and said, I'm loving it. Thank you, Cooper, for what you and Darlene do. And that is like the biggest compliment we can get.
A lot of positive people.
The biggest compliment we can get. We thoroughly enjoyed it. And we're very much looking forward to the next one.
Yep.
Which, I'll put a notice out to that on December 13th. We are going to be posting it on the Facebook group as well. We're having a birthday party for Darlene. It's her birthday, and it's going to be at Palmy's at Rumpole Market. Palmy is a very nice guy. He's an Australian, and he's also a YouTuber. And we're going to be having it there. There's going to be a live band, and all the food is going to be included for free. We're paying for it. So if you guys want to come, it's on December 13th, and we'll be posting it on the Facebook group with the times and location. So for all of you that are going to be out here in December, please come and join us. It'll be really appreciated. And you'll hear my wife sing.
It's a birthday.
She's promised she's going to do karaoke.
Dennis L., I noticed in all the videos I watched that most people don't have full face helmets or riding shoes. Not me once I get there. True. Yeah.
Yeah. And
a lot of them don't even wear helmets, the Thais.
Yeah, the Thais don't, but if we get caught without helmets, it's a fine.
Yeah.
So it's a big no-no. But one thing that you'll find when you get here, Dennis, is the humidity with the visor down is unbearable.
Yeah,
it really is. You're gonna struggle to breathe with the visor down. So what I do is I always put the visor up when I'm coming to a traffic light to stop, and then as soon as the light goes green and I get up to speed, of course I not put visor down because then I'm getting the wind in there. But when you're driving slow or in traffic, I drive with the visor up. I must admit.
Yeah, yeah. No, I noticed too, and well, you even mentioned it about the shoes. You can't wear the flip-flops on a bike or you'll get a ticket.
Yeah.
Now the Thais do it, they don't get a ticket. They don't even get stopped. But if you're a Westerner and, you don't have a helmet on, you're going to get a ticket. And if you don't have, if you got flip-flops, you're going to get a ticket. And the other thing I noticed the Thais do, Coop, you'll see this with all the Grab drivers and the taxi guys. They're fully clothed. I mean, they got blue jeans on, they got, light jackets. And I think it is because if they're in a dust up and they're sliding on the pavement, they're not getting all scraped to hell like I
Well,
did.
there's different regulations for taxi drivers.
Oh, is that what it is?
They have to wear helmets.
Well,
the
yeah.
motorbike taxis have to wear helmets. They have to wear proper shoes, and they have to wear proper attire.
Oh, okay. Well,
if they don't, then they lose their license to be a taxi driver. So they have to follow the regulations. So once they finish work, of course, all that stuff goes under the seat. The helmet comes off, the jacket comes off, and they put it under the seat. And they drive back, the way that Thais do over here. But while they're at work, they have to adhere to the laws.
And they do. They look generically the same.
Yeah.
Jay Easy, love the pastas at the pizza company as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Darlene really likes it. They do a spaghetti carbonara, and she really likes the carbonara. I like the bolognese. Can't eat it too much because I'm diabetic, so I got to stay away from noodles. So, but he's absolutely right. The spaghetti there is really, really good.
Market Focus. I see a lot of rentals available in my area. Can I just deal with the apartment complex myself, or should I go through an agent?
That is entirely up to you, brother. You can deal with the apartment complex yourself. There's no harm in doing that. Just make sure your contract that you get, your lease contract, is legal. Okay. The agents, what they'll do is they'll make sure they're legal and comply with Thai immigration rules. Okay. So when you get your retirement visa, for example, you have to have the owner's identification card. You have to have the rental agreement. It's got to be signed on the pages and all that. They'll make sure that it's all there for you. If you're going direct with a condominium, they may not. Okay, so it's, if you've been here for a while and you know what you need, you can always get it. But for first timers, I would recommend using an agent. And then after your first time, once you've seen what you need and you're comfortable with it, then go direct with a condominium. Easy.
Yeah.
That would be my advice to you, brother.
David Mears, when I get to Pattaya next year, only time I plan on driving might be on a road trip. Laughing out loud.
Laughing out loud. And yeah, I do like my road trips here. Thailand is a great country to drive in.
Yeah.
The roads are fantastic. We drove all the way down from near Phuket, all the way back up to Bangkok and around to here on my motorbike, 808 kilometers. We drove it in 2 days. And you can watch the video. It's on our YouTube channel about 3 months ago. And I was driving between the speeds of 80 and 120 kilometers an hour. Now, sometimes there were 2 lanes. Sometimes there were 5 lanes in one direction. And these are just normal roads. They're not the highways.
And you said the roads were good, though.
They weren't highways or tollways. They were just normal A roads. But the thing is, I was always worried because I've been so used to driving in the Philippines, looking out for potholes.
Yeah.
I didn't see a single one,
roads.
Brooke.
Yeah.
Those roads were fantastic.
Which is good to hear.
Yeah, blew me away. I was certain I was going to hit a pothole. And I know my wife, Darlene, she's so nervous. She's moderating in the bedroom, by the way. So she's watching the live stream and on her tablet. I was, afraid that if I hit a speed bump or a pothole, she'd get a bit nervous. So I was very, very cautious in my driving, but I needn't been because the road was just so well made and maintained.
Well, and our buddy James, he has 3 bikes, by the way.
Yeah.
And he has a nice group that he travels all over Thailand with, like bike trips. Looks forward to it. So there's definitely those type of groups here, if you're inclined to.
Yeah, he belongs to a biker group here, and they go out and eat in different restaurants and cafes and tour around Thailand.
Yep.
And he's loving it. They do it every Wednesday. As a matter of fact, he's getting ready to go out on the bike as we speak.
Gary Hart, not being familiar with both, do they do long distance, say from Jomtien to Hua Hin or Bangkok? If so, what kind of cost would that be? Or is there a better preferred option? Well, from my yes, they will. So they you can get a quote from anywhere, from where you are to anywhere, basically. Now I've looked at Bangkok just to compare prices. What you find though is you can get a dedicated driver for a similar price to Bolt. So there's services to the airport or to Bangkok. Now in my case, if I was I needed to get to Bangkok a few times to the embassy, Philippine embassy, and I took this blue bus, 131 baht.
131
yeah, and you get dropped off
under $4.
Under $4, and you're right at the MRT, the overhead train station, which is ideal in Bangkok. So that's that's what I would do in that case. And I believe they have the blue buses from Pattaya to the Sukhumvit Airport.
Yes, they do.
Or Yoswami, whatever the name is there.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce it, but so that's another option to look at. But yeah, Bolt's definitely a good way to go.
Fantastic.
Long distance or short.
Yeah, you can use Bolt, and the bus system here is very good, Gary. As you said, you've driven it all the way from here to Bangkok.
Yeah.
But you can go from Central Bus Station in Bangkok all the way to anywhere in Thailand.
Yeah.
So you'd probably have to get a bus from here to Bangkok, and then you change in the Central Bus Station, and you go to anywhere you want to go in Thailand.
The other thing I saw now that you mention it is we took it from Pattaya bus station. And I saw this beautiful bus. You could tell it was fairly new.
Oh, yeah.
And it was going to Hua Hin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they
had a bus go from here to Hua Hin.
Yeah, from Pattaya to Hua Hin. And now maybe it would stop at the airport and then from there to Hua Hin, because they had the 3 names on it.
Okay.
Pattaya, the airport, and Hua Hin.
Swanakhet.
So
yeah.
Black Ops, loving Dusagram Part 2 so far. Not met the gym yet. It keeps avoiding me.
Yeah, well, keep dodging it. When you come out your condo door, turn left to the gym instead of turning right to the 7-Eleven and the restaurants to go get your breakfast.
Alfa Romeo, land in Bangkok in 26 days, but who's counting when it's a beautiful 4 degrees here and cold? Yeah, right. My bags have been packed since I left Thailand.
He's not unpacked them. He's like, nope, I'm keeping it. I'm going back.
I look forward to seeing you. Alpha.
Yeah, and really look forward to seeing you. Make sure you get in touch with us on the Facebook group or send us an email when you're here, and we'll definitely arrange to meet up.
Jay Easy, no nudity. This is a family channel.
Yeah, see, that's because you keep skinny dipping.
No, I don't.
Geronimo!
I like Darlene saying, bullshitter. SC, why all Thailand condo kitchens are so small? Are they all electric stoves? They don't cook with natural gas. They don't install garbage disposal. Is it a challenge for home cooking? Not a challenge in our case. Like, Jackie's a great cook. Really, in the 1 bedrooms, you get the 2 burners. That's all we need.
Yeah.
And I know you bought an oven, so you've got.
Yeah, I did. I bought a portable oven, which is absolutely great.
You used it yet?
Yeah, many times.
Oh,
I've actually fit a turkey in there.
Nice.
It's got the rotisserie there as well, so you can put the turkey on the rod and it'll spin around.
So it'll be Thursday you're having the meal, turkey?
No, I didn't buy a turkey this year. We didn't. We just haven't had time. But now I know they sell them. It's absolutely great. So I would definitely probably have our turkey in January at some point.
We should find a place where the football's played, and get a turkey dinner somewhere.
But yeah, as for relation to these stovetops, is they don't allow gas in the condos here.
Okay.
It's what I found. I've yet to find
Never
a
seen
single
any gas.
condo.
Yeah.
And I've made over 60 condo videos on the channel. Not one of them had gas. There was all electric, which I think is fantastic. I think gas is dangerous, especially in a condo building. So I think that's fantastic that it's electric. And yeah, I absolutely love it. And as far as garbage disposer, they only use that sort of in America and Canada.
I think so.
Anywhere you go outside there, it's very, very rare to find. And I have seen a couple condos that expats have bought, the older ones, and they've renovated them. They put in the garbage disposal.
Okay.
So I know they could buy them and then put them in themselves. As I met one guy that's all he does out here. He buys the older condos, he renovates them, and then he lets them out for rent for his income. And he's in his mid-30s, and that's what he used to do in England. That's all he did, would buy old places. He makes them look nice, renovates them, and then rents them out.
Wow.
And he's absolutely fantastic at it. But SC, what we have on every floor in the condos that I've made on our videos, there's always a garbage room on every single floor, which is fantastic. You don't have to go all the way down in the elevator, all the way outside and find a big garbage can or anything like that. They're on every single floor. Right by the elevators, there'll be a door there that says garbage. They got the garbage cans in there. You put your garbage in there, they empty them twice a day.
Nice.
Twice a day they get emptied. So in morning and in the afternoon.
I never see it full.
I've never seen it full.
No.
Never seen it full in any condominium I've looked at. And I always check them out.
Great
I don't always put them
here
on the video, but yeah, they are there on every floor.
Elton Randolph. Good morning, Coop. I'm leaving for Thailand December 4th. Can't wait to get there.
You're not far away.
No,
December 4th. Wow, that's only 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away, yeah.
So you're going to be loving it. It's going to be beautiful, 80, 85 degrees like that, and sunny. So welcome to Thailand for December 4th. Looking forward to you coming out here, brother.
The Buddy Show at Gary Hart. There are buses to Hua Hin. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Brooke pointed that out. I didn't know. I haven't ridden on the buses in a long time. But what I like about the buses is they're air-conned, and they all have toilets.
Yep.
For these long drive
good
buses.
seats, and they have curtains on the windows. So if the sun's on your side, you just put the curtain on and work.
Sort of reminds me of Greyhound back in the States, but a lot more stylish.
Yep.
And a lot more comfortable, I must admit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gift 24 GT. What is the minimum square meters should one look for in a condo to have a full-size refrigerator and freezer with decent amount of counter space in a studio or one bedroom, and the rent and the price?
Okay. Well, Brooke and I, our condos here, we just moved into the 2-bedroom last week, but we were downstairs in the 1-bedroom, are 35 square meters. Okay. And they had the full-size fridge and I'd say half-size freezer at the top. But that's more than ample that you're going to need here. In the West, we're so used to buying everything frozen.
Right.
And only buying vegetables fresh. It's completely different here in Thailand. Everything you buy here is going to be fresh. You're going to buy little frozen. So what you really want is the big fridge with the, the medium-sized freezer. You don't need it like in the West with a double door, big, huge freezer and big refrigerator, because you're not going to buy it.
I had big refrigerators in all my places back in the West, both north and south. And I got here and I saw these, what I called they're pretty small fridges. But in reality, you realize you don't need those huge fridges like we had in the West. And, this full size, and I think the videos, you'd see them in there.
Yeah.
That's all you need. I mean, there's 2 of us and there's ample room in there and ample freezer space for what we need. So, if you're
just go to the market every couple of days, buy your fresh stuff and put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Everything is just super fresh. Your fish, your meats, everything. You can go to the butchers and buy your meats. Absolutely.
You're actually going to eat healthier here, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh, and just go back to his question there. And he's asked for a studio, 1-bedroom size and price. 35 square meters. You can find that you get the refrigerators that I'm talking about in there. And the price is depending on location. Do you want to be beachfront? Do you want to be, a couple blocks back from the beach where you can get it a lot cheaper? And also the time of year that you come out here makes a huge difference. And so if you're going to do a year's contract, you should be looking in the ballpark for a studio somewhere between 8 and sort of 12 to 15 upper range if it's really beautiful.
I was going to say that.
And for a 1-bedroom, you should be looking between 10 and 20,000 for a 1-bedroom. Again, depending on area and how beautiful it is.
Yeah. Beach views are going to be a little more.
And if you're going to be on the seafront, then you're looking at that 20,000 for a 1-bedroom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Black Ops, can't make it today, collecting my visa extension.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget that, buddy. Very, very important. But no problem, Al. We'll definitely make it and meet up. You got my number. Just send me a text and we'll definitely make it happen.
Easy at SC. Good food is so cheap, it's easier to eat out, hence the small kitchens.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
It's very true.
Yeah.
You don't need a big kitchen in Thailand because I've said it. Other people have told me it's cheaper to eat out than it is to go buy the food and cook it yourself. Now, everybody likes to eat out, but every once in a while, you're going to want to cook your own food and chill out and just have a relaxing day at home. So, you know, it's ideal for that. It's not like being in the West where you eat out maybe once a week, you know, and cook at home the rest. Here, you're eating at home once a week and eating out the rest. So, because it's just so cheap and affordable.
Well, you know, you have the food places in the malls that are just, you know, dynamite food and cheap as dirt.
Oh,
really.
Oh, yeah.
And then the night markets, you know, I found the kebab lady. I love that. And, you know, probably 3 times a week I'll do that, you know, for 80
now I
baht.
got you hooked on the hot dogs.
On the hot dogs, yeah.
The hot dog lady.
One's not enough and two's just right.
Yeah, there you go. So it is super, super cheap. And hence why you don't need a big kitchen out here in Thailand, because reverse what you do in the West. If you're eating out once a week there, you're going to be eating in once a week here because of the price difference. Yeah. So reverse what you're thinking. And therefore you'll be like, okay, yeah, if that's the case, I really don't need a big kitchen. Yeah.
AJ Van Dorn, good morning all. I may meet you at Fraser's, Al, but I think we should get a group together and bus over to the fireworks show in Pattaya Beach this weekend. And Brooke, still working on Bitcoin. Bitcoin.
And great to have you with us, Al. I met him also at 2 of our meet and greets. Fabulous guy. Really enjoyed talking to him. And yeah, they have a fireworks show this weekend. I believe it's Friday and Saturday. And Pattaya Beach.
Pattaya Beach.
And it's going to be a 5 Nations fireworks show.
Should be good.
So it's supposed to be fantastic. And then also what they're doing at Terminal 21 at the same time, they're going to have a drone show. So they're going to have drones with all the lights. Remember that drone show we went on Jomtien Beach?
Oh, yeah, that was wicked.
I think it's the same company that's going to be doing it, where they had like 500 drones with all lights and making pictures in the night sky. So they're going to be having this for when the fireworks go off. And Terminal 21 could be a very good place to watch the fireworks show. Because it's not that far from the beach. And say, for example, America does a fireworks show, one of the 5 Nations. I'm not sure who they are. So all of a sudden the fireworks go up and the Star Spangled Banner maybe goes up as well. And they may have the drones put an American flag, you know, and then the next country comes up, you know, maybe it's Thailand,
do that,
you know, and they do the fireworks and then they'll have the national flag for Thailand. But these are things that I'm thinking may happen, maybe completely different. But it's going to be absolutely fabulous. And I'm going to be there, AJ. I am definitely going this weekend to watch it.
Saturday, you think?
I'm going to, well, Saturday we got the live stream. So I'm going to miss it Saturday. So I'll probably go the Friday to watch it.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. AJ Van Dorn, Bitcoin stuff, and we'll get back to you. Okay, good. Data Boy. Hi, guys. Are you doing anything for Thanksgiving on Thursday? I know Brooke is Canadian. Did he do anything for Canadian Thanksgiving? Yeah, I waved at the kids. Yeah, they were having a good meal.
About the only thing I'm going to be doing on Thanksgiving is calling home to my family back in the States and say, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you're enjoying yourself and enjoying your turkey. And that's about all I'm going to be doing, as I'm not going to be cooking a turkey this year, but I probably will definitely next year. So
I'll be watching football, hopefully somewhere.
But there's restaurants you can go to out here that will cater for Thanksgiving. So you'll be able to get a turkey, stuffing, all the, you know, trimmings that you get with a Thanksgiving dinner. Several of the expats restaurants do it.
Brett Thomas, can I wear my Denver Broncos helmet for riding? Absolutely
not. So, no.
It's got to be approved.
Yeah.
Or they'll give you a ticket.
Yeah, it's got to be, they have to have the DOT sticker on the back of the motorbike helmets here in Thailand. If they don't have them on there and you've got one of the black market helmets, they will give you a fine for it. They do check.
They might want it too.
So no Denver Bronco helmet. But what you wear in the bedroom is entirely up to you, Brett.
Cece, does the bus from the airport go directly to Jumpton or stop at Pattaya?
Both. You can get the bus from the airport to Jumpton, and you can get a bus to the airport to Pattaya.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do both. It's not a
I've
problem.
never done the Jumpton bus station. I always go to the Pattaya. It seems a little bigger and maybe a little more, routes there. So yeah, I've used the Pattaya one. Works fine. And I just bolt from Dussett Grand Park to the station and hop on the bus. The blue bus. For the 131 baht.
You can't beat it.
You can't beat it for the price to get to Bangkok.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can't beat it. And I got to remember, there is a bus from Jomtien bus station that goes to Bangkok Airport, but I'm not sure it's the main airport. It may go to the Don Muang, and maybe you have to go from Pattaya to
the name on the side of that Wahid bus was the Swami Airport.
Yeah,
that was the name. Yeah, Swanapum. So that's the big one.
So it does go from Jomtien.
That's what it said. Yeah. Wahin, the airport, Swamihin, and then Pattaya. So that they probably had the route.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Yeah, it does. I wasn't entirely sure, but thanks for clarifying on that, Brooke.
Gift 24 GT. Do expats have any rental rights if any issues come up?
Absolutely. Yes, they do. They have full rights here, just as if you were a Thai. You are protected for your rental rights here. And it is very, very frowned on in Thailand if you're a renter and the owner reneges on the contract. For example, say you did a year and you paid a year up in advance. 3 months in, they decide, oh, I'm going to sell and you're out on your year. Yeah, that is a huge no-no, and they will get in very, very big trouble. They have to honor the contract.
Yeah.
When Darlene and I were considering buying a condo here, you would come with us. And we went and looked at a very nice 2-bedroom, very large, over in Prachumak Hill. And the owner that was selling it said, I can't sell it to you until December. And he was a foreigner. He says, I can't sell it to you December if you wanted to buy it, because I have a tenant in there and he has a lease till December. I have to honor that lease.
Yeah.
So, he said, it's the law. He says, if I sell it to you now, and you guys want them out, I'm the one that gets in trouble. He says, so I can't legally sell it until the lease is up. And so, yes, you do have full rights here. And I've not met anybody that's had a problem. But I do recommend still going through the agent that first time, because then everything is done. It's legal. You got all the correct paperwork that you need. And just in case,
you got a contact if there is an issue to call.
And you got somebody, because the agents, when you rent out a place, they're responsible for that place, folks. So if you got a problem with the aircon, you don't call the condominium or the owner, you call the agent. The agent then gets somebody in to service the aircon. If maybe it needs Freon added to it because it's getting warm and it's, it can't keep up with it. It's low on Freon. They'll come out. You contact the agent, and the agent arranges it. Just like if you get a leak under your sink or in your bathroom, you call the agent. It's the agent's responsibility to deal with it. That's why they get the 1 month commission for renting out a year's contract. And it's not something the renter pays. It's the owner that pays that.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that, the agents are there to make money off of me. No, they're not. They're making money off the owner.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you rent a condo here or a house here for 1 year, you pay that 1 year's price. The owner gives the 1 year commission from the money that they got from you to the agent. Okay. And that's how the agents make their money. They don't make it off the renter. They make it from the owner. The renter pays nothing to the agent.
I've had 2 experiences in the 7 months here. And both times I called the agent.
Yeah.
One was with the internet. It was included, and it wasn't working. And I simply called the agent. Well, they had the actual company's rep come out. He got everything hooked up and working fine, and everything was great when he left. Never had a problem since. And the second one, and the units are fairly new, but my extractor fan, poof, and I saw a little bit of smoke. So, and they were there the next day replacing the whole unit.
Wow.
And I was impressed. Like, boy, you talk about good service, you know,
Yeah.
in at least in Dusit.
Yeah.
SC, does rental scams happen in Thailand? Homeowner or leasing agency everywhere? I can't.
Which is safer?
Yeah.
So sad, scams everywhere in America. And they do happen, but it's extremely, extremely rare. I got to put that out there. It's very, very rare. Again, use an agent your first time, and it protects you. It really does. After the first time, you're going to get to know the place. You're going to get to know the condominium. You'll probably even have a little rapport with the owner, and you may want to renew the contract direct with the owner, which is absolutely fine. You can do that, folks. But for that first time, just make sure all your ducks in a row, because the agents know the laws here, and they're there to protect you. Okay. We have rented 2 condominiums here, both Mr. Schneider and I, and both times we used agents. Okay. We did not do it direct. And I'm not saying you can't do it direct. I'm just saying beware. Yeah. The owners may not know the laws. I filmed condominiums, and I've got people owners saying, "Hey, Cooper, will you come film my condominium? I really like watching your channel. I think you do a good job. Please, I'm looking to rent out my condominium." And then I go meet these owners, and I'll say, "Right, what about this, this, and this, and this?" I'm not going to go into details and bore you too much. And the owner's like, "I don't know. I don't have a clue. I've only just bought this place. I don't know what I have to do. How do I do a TM30? And things like this." And I'm like, "Okay, wow. Well, I got to give you a little breakdown course on how to do all this, because if you're going to be getting a tenant, these are things that you need to know."
Yeah.
Because it's the owner's responsibility. The condominium complex's responsibility in a lot of cases as well. So if you're renting a house, it's the owner's responsibility. If you're renting a condominium, it's the complex's responsibility. So there are all things in there. And he didn't know about much of it. He only just bought the place, and he wanted to rent it out. And he saw our channel and said, "Hey, would you put it on your channel for me? I'd appreciate the free publicity. And, for your subscribers, I'll give a discount."
Yeah, we got over 700 members on that Facebook group.
Yeah.
And boy, you talk about a lot of interaction, a lot of positive comments, a lot of useful information. So if you haven't joined yet, guys, definitely get on there. As far as scams, I haven't heard of any condo rental scams. The only issue I did see, and that's actually was in the Facebook group, was mentioned someone had booked from the West through Agoda, I don't know, 1 week stay or 3-day stay or whatever upon arrival, and they get here and they had absolutely no idea of what this was. And he had a receipt, showed him, that was nothing to do with us.
No.
And so I don't know, maybe he was able to go back to Agoda and get a refund. Maybe it was a scam. I still don't know how that transpired, but
yeah, I remember reading that in the Facebook group, that he'd done it. And it happens, again.
That's the only one. I mean, most people probably, if they're booking through those Agoda or, hotels.com, whatever they go to, I'm sure work out fine. But, if you're booking something like that and there's a contact number to call directly to the, people, the owners, it's probably a good idea to at least, or email, even get in touch to make sure they got the reservation.
I'm not sure. Was it Agoda or Airbnb?
I thought it was Agoda, but it started with an A, so there we go. One of the two. Pluto the Sailor. When it comes to a full face helmet like Georgia, where I live, if you don't crack open the visor open a little, it will fog up. The heat here in Georgia is similar to Thailand. I would agree.
And you're absolutely right. Yeah. Definitely. I always have it out from my face about that far, so that at least I can get some air in. And I'm protecting my eyes against any bugs, that when you're driving at speed, you don't want them hitting you in the eyeball. It's quite painful, trust me.
McClintock 77, late to the show. I was wondering if you can leave Thailand as much as you want with a retirement visa.
Yes, you can.
Multiple exit or multiple entry, they call it.
Yeah, you can get what's called a multiple entry visa, and you can go out as many times as you want, and you don't pay any airport tax. So absolutely great. You and I both have multiple entry visas, and we've given them to our wife as well. I can't remember, what did we pay for the multiple entry visa? Do you remember?
I think it was 2,000. Or was it? No, maybe it was 5.
I think it was 5.
Yeah, sorry, 5.
5,000.
Yep, it was 5.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't have a multiple entry, you can still exit, but
yeah.
I think it's 2,000 each time you leave. So if you're doing, say, 3 trips in a year, you know, and it could be to Laos, it could be whatever, you know, you want to visit Cambodia, you want to go, you know, visit Vietnam, you can make multiple trips with it. But if you're doing more than 2 exits, you're better off to have the multiple entry.
Yeah.
And I think just for the sake of not having the paperwork at the airport, it's better to get the multiple entry.
I do. I like it because it's the simple ease of it.
Yes.
Yeah. You go through immigration and they see the multiple entry and you got no paperwork, nothing to do, and you don't have to go over to this booth and pay 2,000 baht. You're absolutely right. It's 2,000. So I like it. I like the ease of access and the stress and the less stress.
I like the KISS principle. Keep it simple. Stan.
Keep it as simple as possible. Yeah.
Lost Boy, 71 people watching. Where are all the thumbs up, likes, guys? Oh, now
85,
we're up to
85 now. Please, if you're on here, hit the thumbs up. Doesn't cost you a penny. It's free of charge if you enjoy the show.
Jay Easy at McClintock 77. With a multi-entry permit, you can recommend speak to a visa agent or immigration for more info. Yeah.
Yeah,
so he's answering that as well.
Yeah, multiple entry is definitely the way to go if you want to do some traveling while you're out here.
Tonester, good day, everybody. Coop, if I purchase a motorcycle, can I ride it home same day, or does it take weeks, months to ride it from the dealership?
Okay, that's a good one. And with ours, we could ride it home the next day. Okay. They have to do the insurance for you. They have to put the license plate on there. A lot of the motorbikes that you find in the showrooms here, they don't have the batteries on them. Okay, they take them out so the batteries don't drain, and so they have to put the batteries back in the bikes and wire them back up. And that's the way they do it. And I paid for it. I went back the very next day and drove it home.
And some of the bikes weren't actually in stock. You had to pre-order.
Yeah.
Like the very popular ones. You remember that? We were looking at some of them, and, you know, some of them were 3 months wait, and, you know.
Yeah.
But no, pretty well everything you looked at.
If they got it on the showroom floor and it's for sale, you can buy the floor model right off them.
Yep.
No problem. And that's what I did. I bought the floor model off them.
Yep.
And I took it home the very next day. So plus in my book.
Robert McMedia. Hello, Cooper from Vietnam.
And hello, Vietnam. I'm going to be there next month, Robert. We're going on a cruise ship, and the first 2 places, it goes to 2 places in Vietnam, Hanoi and
Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh City. So I'm really, really looking forward to that.
Interesting.
I've never been to Vietnam. It's going to be my first time. Yeah, I'm going to speak with a French accent just in case. Bonjour, hello, s'il vous plaît. Yeah. So, yeah, and I've heard the food is fantastic, Vietnamese food.
I've heard that.
I've never tried it, so I'm really looking forward to trying the Vietnamese food.
Yep, I'll be looking for the reports.
Yeah.
Robert McMedia, Jay Easy, hello.
And these two are going back to.
Oh yeah, Armac, hello, brother. Jeez, how long are you staying? Yeah, they're
welcome to the chat group.
Hello, everyone. Don't forget to chip in for spacious, luxurious, fun-loving Coopersville condo resort.
Yeah, I got a lot of subscribers living here. We're up to 30.
Yeah, we call it Coopersville. Come on down to Coopersville.
37 subscribers are living in our condominium.
37 now.
Subscribers.
Well, there's got to be 100 in the area. You know, that's my
no, Al's just moved in. So we got 38 now.
38 now.
38 now. Yeah. So Al has just moved in. Black Ops, he's just moved in. So we're at 38 now. And I know we got plenty more coming between now and New Year. So this place is filling up. Everybody seems to like this place. They seem to think that, you know, it's a very
great
good
value
area
for the money,
live.
great location, newness, and everything works. And Yep.
Loving it.
SC, is Pattaya average rent cheaper than Bangkok? About how many % saving in Pattaya? I think it is.
Well, it's all depends on where you want to live. Okay. If you want to live in the center of Bangkok, it's like living in the center of New York. You're going to be paying more. All right. If you want to live just outside Bangkok, but still within the perimeter of Bangkok, you can get it a lot less. So sort of like the difference between living in New York City and Buffalo.
Yep.
You're still in New York, but you're just outside the city.
Yes.
And of course, the property prices in New York City are through the roof. The property prices in Buffalo tend to be a bit more reasonable in that respect. Still expensive, but more reasonable than New York City. So yeah, I have seen people that have rented places in Bangkok, but they're right next to the MRT station, which is they Thais call it SkyTrain. Yeah,
and it's nice.
And it's nice. It's clean. It
works great.
It works great, and it takes a little bit getting used to with the map on where it goes. But once you get used to the map where it goes, it's fantastic. And so they're able to get into the center of Bangkok, no problem.
Yeah.
And they live out there, and they're finding them $300, $400 a month.
Wow.
So you can get them there for the same prices of what you can get them here in Pattaya. It's just you're going to be a little bit further out of Bangkok. If you want to go for the right center, expect to pay upwards of $500.
I've been to Bangkok
depending
a few times.
On the building, yeah.
And I find it, for me, too big a city. I'm from small town Stratford, Ontario, 30,000 population. You know a lot of the people in the area. Bangkok's more to me like Toronto, and yet remember the Canadian we met at Index was working there. Had been working there. He lived in Bangkok 9 years. The company got him his work permit for was a manager at Index, and I said he's been 4 years in Pattaya, Jomtien area. I said, so what do you like better? He says, actually, I do like Bangkok a little better. But then he's from Toronto.
He's a city boy.
He's a city boy.
You're
like
right.
Used to the big city and the SkyTrain, and but hey, management, he gets moved around, so that's where he was. Data boy, if you wanted to spend 6 months in Thailand and 6 months back home every year, would it be better to rent in Thailand for 1 year and leave your stuff there, or is there long-term storage for furniture?
Both, to be honest with you, Data boy. There is long-term storage. The old one, you lock it, you keep the key, you store it, sort of thing. They do have that here, but it depends on when you want to be doing the 6 months. If you want to be doing it in the low season, when you're coming back, and you're home at the high season, then you're not going to have too much of a problem finding a rental. But if you want to do those 6 months and you're coming back in the high season every year, you're going to struggle to find rentals. They go very, very quick in the high season. So in that case, if you're doing the high season, I'd recommend tying it up to a year because they're super cheap out here. And then you don't have to worry about paying for storage because you're probably going to pay the same amount of storage, depending on how much you want to put in there, of course. Pretty comparable what you'd be paying in rent.
I would definitely agree. I would do the 1 year, rent in the low season, do it for the 12 months. You don't have the expense of the 6 month rental. It would be less than probably, the other, but the problem is the aggravation. You got to move all your stuff out to storage. You come back, you got to find a new place. You got to move all your stuff back in. Talk about headaches.
Yeah. Do you want to be doing that every 6 months?
So I would do the 1 year. At least your stuff stays there. It's shut. Get a good location. And then, hey, you want to come over for 2 weeks or a month sometime during the other time of the year you can. You want to send your brother over or your mom or somebody for a nice vacation. They got a place to go to. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's a lot of benefits of doing that and still keep 6 months back in the home country.
I agree. That's the best way to do it.
Les Brown, what is the cost of auto insurance for a new SUV? Well, you're talking to the right man here.
Okay, for a brand new SUV, free. There you go, free. The new car dealerships out here generally give you 1 year's free insurance when you buy a car. I bought my pickup truck. I got 1 year free insurance. I bought my motorbike. I got 2 years free insurance. So the first year, 2 years, you're going to have it free of charge, and it's not going to cost you a penny. All depends what you want, Les. You want the fully comprehensive. You want the third party. You want the third party fire and theft. What type of insurance you're looking for to what you're going to pay. But it is extremely cheap compared to the West.
Now, you upgraded your insurance, did you not?
For the motorbike, I did upgrade it.
Okay.
And I paid an additional $2,000 because what it was is it was third party only.
Yeah.
And I wanted to include fire and theft in it.
Okay.
Okay. So I upgraded it. I paid $2,000.
So $60 for the year.
$60 for the year to upgrade it.
Cheap.
I thought that was a no-brainer.
Now, the SUV, was that full coverage they included for the first year?
Yeah, absolutely full coverage.
You didn't have to upgrade that at all?
I didn't have to upgrade it, but the motorbike I did. I did upgrade that, and yeah.
Now, did you inquire after the years up in the SUV what it would be? Would you go through the dealership for that, or did they recommend somebody, or you have to find your own, or what?
Well, they said they'd given it to the top insurance company. It's one of the top insurance companies here in Thailand.
Right.
The paper's actually in my car. I can't think of the name of the company off the top of my head. But yeah, it's fully coverage. I looked at it, and it covers you for everything, including if you're in an accident, you need to go to the hospital. All that's covered in there. So loving it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like one of the best I've seen. So I do like that. I will know the price when it comes time to renew it.
Renew it. They'll send you a premium.
Yeah.
What I find here, because I've been hanging with Coop enough, is that when you're looking at buying something like that, you can really negotiate because you got a whack of free services. You got the insurance. Exactly. So
11 free services.
Cash is still king here, guys.
When you buy a car,
yeah,
here with Toyota, you get I got 11 free services.
Yeah.
You're lucky if you get 1 or 2 in the West when you buy a new car.
Yep.
We got the rubber mats free thrown in. They put the tinted windows on there for free as well.
Yeah.
We got an umbrella and a couple other things thrown in there. And
you had to look at the service bay, didn't you?
And the service bay was so clean, you could eat your food off the floor.
I remember him
saying that. It was
that.
spotless. There was not a drop of oil anywhere.
Where would you see that in the West?
I couldn't. I was absolutely amazed.
Les Brown, are there any public parking lots in the Soy Bacau area?
Public parking lots. Soy Bacau area. Yeah, you can park at Festival Mall. That's a good parking lot, and just walk across there. It's not very far at all. That might be a good avenue for you to park. There are some privately owned parking lots,
50 baht,
that are like 50 baht for the day.
Like that.
That you will find on the back roads there. But there are no names. You'll just see the cars going on the back roads, and there'll be like an empty lot, and they're parking in there. There's a parking attendant. You pay them 50 baht for parking.
There's lots of free parking spots, on the roads, but unless you get there super early, you're not going to get them.
Yeah, motorbike is a lot easier.
Motorbike's definitely a lot easier.
You'll
always find a spot there, but
yeah, in Soy Bacau.
Yeah, what we did, I think, and even yourself, we went to that music festival, the jazz festival, and we just took the Bolt.
Yeah,
get dropped off, and you don't have to worry about parking, and get bolted back, and it was pretty reasonable. Black Ops sounds good, AJ. Okay, they're back and forth. SC, I heard you had bikini run in Pattaya last month. Did you go?
No, I didn't.
Troy went.
I know several people that did go. We were busy filming for the YouTube channel. I would have liked to go and take Darlene, because I did go quite a few years ago, and it's real funny. You get the lady boys out there running, you get the guys running in their swimming trunks, and people dress up as different characters. I saw somebody running as the Statue of Liberty. It's like the Boston Marathon.
Okay,
and it's really a good laugh. It's not just all about women in very tiny bikinis. It's a whole group event. A lot of people participate in, and it's a fantastic laugh. I missed it this year, but hopefully we'll catch it next year.
Ray Ross, retiring and jumped in next year. Thanks to you guys. Is it true immigration needs to see return flight info? Thanks, guys.
Not return flight. What they need to see, Ray, is they need to see a onward flight. So if you're coming here to retire, like you say in your message there, what you need to do is we call it a throwaway ticket. Okay, so when you fly into Thailand, have an onward ticket within the 30 days of you arriving that shows that you're going to be leaving. So when you buy your ticket to come to Thailand from your home country, get an onward ticket at the same time to go to one of the neighboring countries here that border Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, wherever, Philippines. You can pick them up. You can buy them all day long for under $50. So they're extremely cheap, because some immigration agents will ask, some won't. And you really don't want to get the immigration agent that asks and you don't have it, because I have seen them physically with my own eyes turn around and take that person, make them purchase a ticket back to their home country and deny them entry into Thailand. I have physically seen that myself, and I've seen the arguments at the airport and everything else. At the end of the day, you're not coming as a retiree. You're coming as a tourist who's going to be applying for a retiree's visa. So respect the rules. I mean, under $50, it's a no-brainer. It's cheap. We did it when we came. We had our throwaway ticket.
Hong Kong, I think it was $39.
39 bucks, Hong Kong. And we never used it, never intended on using it. That got us in here. We got the 30-day visa on arrival. And then we just went down and applied for our retirement visa through an agent here. Nice and easy, stress-free.
And when you book the onward ticket, keep it within the 30 days. Don't put it at 40 days or 45.
Yeah.
You got to have it for your 30-day.
Yeah, within the 30 days.
Yeah, just a little tip.
Yeah, before your 30 days expires. And you have to show that ticket at the airport. Now, they may not ask you for it. I got a lot of people that say, hey, Cooper, I never got asked for an onboard ticket. I never got asked for an onboard ticket. Well, okay, great. But what would happen the one time that you did get asked? I've seen people that got asked, they didn't have it. They were booted out.
Yeah.
You know?
Les Brown, can I put my own dryer on the balcony of any of the condos?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can. Absolutely no problem.
Steve Sun, happy Thanksgiving Day.
And thank you, Steve. And happy Thanksgiving Day to you, too.
Brett Thomas, I'm an Alaskan boy, never had AC. How much does it cost per month? Sorry for a dumb. No, that's not a dumb question.
No, not at all. My AC bill is generally under $70 a month. That's what I would price it at.
70 to 80, yeah. And I leave mine on a lot. Mine's probably closer to 80, but you know, I like AC.
Yeah. So under $100 a month, and you're not going to have a problem here for your AC.
Yep. Definitely cheaper here in the Philippines. We were paying a lot more there.
Oh, check. Yeah. I was paying $380 a month for my AC in the Philippines, whereas here I'm paying under $80.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. A big difference.
AJ Van Doren. This was me that booked at one of the Riviera high rises when I first got here for 3 weeks. I booked through Agoda, but it is illegal to book daily at condominium, but owners try anyways. Oh, so that's what it was.
Okay. Thanks, Jay. I remember reading it in the Facebook group.
Agoda did refund me. Well, that's good to know. So it really worked.
But what a shock it must have been when you got here and find that you didn't have a booking, you know.
Alfa Romeo, gents, I was referring to the condo video you did with the purchase of the entire floor. Oh, yeah. You remember that condo?
Oh, that one there. Yeah. It had 22 rooms.
Yeah, something like that. Wowzer. Yeah. Chris E., I know cash is king there, but I was wondering if I can use my Wise card to pay for my condo lease. I loaded up when the rate was 37. Well done, Chris, at 37. You got a good rate. I did a little bit at 37, but boy, it's back down to 35 and change now.
It is, yeah.
Can you use your Wise card? Okay, the answer is yes or no. If they take a debit card or a credit card, yes, they'll take it. Typically, they want to see cash. So you just simply go to any ATM and you pull out the maximum limit and, you go from there. So in my case, I think it was 30,000 at the one I found.
Yeah.
So, you might need, hey, maybe that's enough for your deposit or whatever, or you might need 2 or 3 days, 4 days withdrawals to come up with the yearly total if you're paying a year in advance. So, but yeah, that's if they accept debit cards or credit cards, you could use that. If not, and typically I think they like cash, then you might want to have the cash sitting there from your withdrawals with the ATM.
Now, one thing I will say, Chris, if you're coming over here to retire, here's an easy option for you. The day that you apply for your retirement visa is the same day you get your bank account. Okay, so you'll get your Thai bank account, and then it's open immediately. They give you the routing number, they give you everything that you need there, the SWIFT number and all that, and the account number. So all you have to do is, it's open within an hour of you going to the bank, and they'll even give you your ATM card. You can transfer the money direct from your Wise straight into your Thai bank account, and then you don't have to go to ATMs and get ATM fees. The ATM fees are 220 baht here a time. What's that? That's $6 a time, $6-7 a time. depending on
Yeah,
the
it
exchange
is.
rate.
Yeah.
And if you got to do that 5-6 times, well,
That adds
there's
up.
$30, $40,
You
you
didn't
know.
need this waste.
Whereas if you just transfer it direct from your Wise card into your Thai bank, you can take out as much cash as you want over the counter to pay your rent. And there's a plus in my opinion.
Yep. Black Ops, gotta go, guys. Another great live stream.
And thank you for coming on here and joining us. Really appreciate it, Al.
Alfa Romeo, Brooke, Stratford Festival, Shakespearean Garden, a beautiful place to live. Yeah, I loved it there.
And we're getting down to the last couple of comments here.
SC, do you pay annual auto registration to DMV? Do you get a sticker?
You do. What you do here is you get a road tax sticker, and it goes on the window, the front window of the car, or the back window. You can choose which one you want to put it at.
Yeah.
And you also get it for the motorbike here, and you get that annually. You pay for that annually. Your first one's free, and with the car and the motorbike, and I don't know what it costs to renew it. I honestly don't. I haven't had to renew it.
But you'll get a ticket if it's not renewed.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you
you will. And the great thing is with the motorbike dealership and Toyota that I use is they'll send you a notification before it's due to renewal. You add them on the Line app. Everything here is done via Line app.
Yeah.
What is Line app? It's just like WhatsApp that we use in the West, but they have their own app here, and it's called Line. And they will notify you. My jet ski, they notify me when it's due for a service. My motorbike, my car, they notify me, say, hey, Cooper, your insurance, your insurance is due, your road tax is due, or your service is due. They'll send you notifications on the Line app.
Yeah.
And you don't have to remember. It's fantastic. I really love how everything just seems to seamlessly flow here.
Yep. No, those are definitely the Bolt app and the Line app. And if you do Bangkok Bank, they got a great app too, I find.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those would be 3 apps for sure.
Yeah.
Les Brown, liability, comp, and collision on a new SUV in the second year. Take a guess.
What's he say? Liability.
Yeah.
So fully comprehensive.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's going to be around about the 5,000 baht to 10,000 baht maximum.
So 150 to $300.
Yeah, for the year.
Yeah.
Maximum.
I think the reason is the labor is a lot cheaper here for insurance purposes, and probably the parts are less expensive.
Well, all the factories are here.
Exactly.
Toyota, Honda, Nissan. They've got all their factories here building the cars. So if they're building the cars, of course they're building the spares too.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, the prices are not exceptionally high like they are in the West.
Well, if I get a vehicle, I'm going to do like you did. The trucks here, I'd swear, are half the price of the West. And I like trucks. Less than half. Yeah. So imagine that. And your insurance, it's, instead of $1,200 a year I'd be paying in Canada, you'll probably get it for like $300 here. You know what I mean? So,
well, I mean, I paid $30,000 for a brand new pickup truck.
Yeah.
All right, dollars. I got an Australian sent me an email. Hey, Cooper, I just checked on our Toyota here, exactly the same model that you paid for. It's over $70,000 here.
Wowzer.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Huge difference there.
Jay Easy, plus.
Yeah, there you go. And thank you for that, Jay Easy.
Les Brown, do I pay yearly real estate taxes on an owned condo?
What you do is you pay a housing association fees here, and it goes by the square meter. Okay, so there'll be a certain rate per square meter depending on the complex. Complexes have different rates from each one to the next one.
That's your maintenance fee.
Yeah, that's your maintenance fee. As far as taxes,
less than 1,000 baht a year, I was told.
Right.
Yeah. When I did look at the purchase here, I'm talking about Dusit Grand Park 2 now.
Where we live.
Yeah. The taxes, I think the maintenance was 40 baht per square.
Yes.
Yeah. And so,
that's about average.
About average. Yeah. And the taxes were 1,000 baht a year. Don't ask me why they're so cheap, but boy, it's different than the West. So, and any condo you'd get, the taxes would be similar.
Yeah. So $30 for the year less. You really can't beat it. And Samuel Lick sends a $3 super sticker. And thank you, Samuel. Much appreciated for that. That'll buy me and Brooke a cup of coffee out here. That's how cheap they are. Actually, we get 2 each for that $3. So thank you very much.
Samuel Alex, can't wait to come and hang out with you guys. Great positive vibes. Keep being a light. Agape. Sam and Kayla, champ.
And thank you, Sam and Kayla. Really appreciate it. And we're looking forward to meeting you too. Les
Brown, German cars are double MSRP.
Yeah.
Probably. Imported. Lost Boy. The thing about the throwaway ticket, I just purchased a one-way ticket today because I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay. I was thinking 3 months. Do I need return ticket? You need an exit ticket.
You need a exit ticket.
Yeah.
Even if you're coming here as a tourist, you still need that exit ticket. Get it. It's on the safe side. The last thing I want to see you guys do is you come here on a one-way, you're not on one-way ticket. You're not sure how long you're going to stay. You get here and all of a sudden, because you don't have a exit ticket, they're sending you back to your home country.
Yeah.
And you're buying an airplane ticket, last minute airplane ticket, are going to be through the roof at the airport, a lot more than what you paid to book it 6 months out before you came here.
Book it early and just book the cheapest one you can find.
The cheapest one you can find
from any airport in Thailand, out of Thailand, to any destination.
Yeah.
So whatever's cheapest. And I think there's last minute club tickets you can look at, and but keep it within the 30 days of the initial visa is my
because
and better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah. Better to be safe than sorry.
Alpha Romeo, Coop, all the years I've entered Thailand, never been asked for an onward ticket, but had friends who have, and also proved they had 10K baht on hand to enter. Well,
yeah, there you go, Romeo. I've never been asked for an onward ticket. I've been coming to Thailand for 20 years, but I have friends, again, that have, and I've seen people that have been asked for it in the airport. I've just been lucky. I've never been asked, but I've always had it. I've always had the onward ticket, no matter what. And maybe that's why I had everything ready, and maybe that's why they didn't ask me. They could see that I had everything ready in my passport, with the tickets hanging out. Then they say, oh, okay, we don't need to ask this guy. He's obviously got the tickets. He knows what he's doing there. But as you said, people have been asked to show the onward ticket that then proved that they had 10,000 baht on hand to enter Thailand. That is another rule. You have to show that you have enough money to support yourself while you're here.
Don't stir. During a Thai traffic stop, what documents do they ask for? Can I supply copies, especially my passport bio page? Well, I got stopped twice, and they just simply asked for your license.
Yeah.
And the first one was my Canadian license. I said, well, I should be good. Oh, no, sir, you need international. So hands out for, do you want to go to the police station, pay the ticket? No, can I pay here? We'll drop it in the box. So that was that. Second time, I had my Thai driver's license, and I just whipped it out, and I'm smiling because I know, hey, I've got him this time. You're not getting any money out of me. You're on it. Okay, way you go.
Yeah. And that's all I've been asked for is my license.
Yeah.
I've never been asked for anything else. I did get stopped one time in Phuket, and I was asked for my passport.
Oh, really?
I was asked for my passport, and what you can do is you can show a digital copy of your passport,
which is
or
good.
Also your passport if you on you.
With you.
When I got stopped and asked for my passport, we had it on us and we just showed it and away we went. There was people there that got stopped, and it's just an immigration checkpoint.
Yeah.
And they were showing digital on their phone, and they were okay with that as long as you got a copy of your passport page and your arrival stamp. When you came into Thailand, have that copy as well on your phone. They're okay with it because as we retire here in Thailand, it takes 3 weeks to get the retirement visa. So you're not going to have your passport on you.
Right.
And they know this, that it takes 3 weeks. So that's why you have a copy and you're able to show it and say, I've applied for a retirement visa. Here's my passport. Here's my entry stamp. And I'll be getting it back in 3 weeks. If you need to know, you can contact this agent, Thai Visa Patia. And there you go. They'll confirm it for you if you need to. And then they're always pretty easy. To,
and the 2 stops I had, they were very friendly.
Yeah, very friendly.
What I mean? The smiling, and, there was no issues, no drama.
No harassment like we get in the West. It's very nice here. That's why they call it the land of smiles.
SC. In ambulance, police sirens sound loud in Thailand, so loud in America. Okay.
They are loud, but not as loud as America. Say
No,
about
not
half
as loud. And probably not as, I mean, well, in Florida, maybe because of the age group average, it was a lot more sirens,
Yeah.
Ambulance. But here, I don't notice it that much occasionally.
Yeah, and you see the blue lights flashing instead of the red and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll see them go all the way across instead of just two lights on either end. Here, you'll see the blue lights go all the way across for the ambulances.
Gary Hart, of all the videos I've seen, I don't think I've ever seen a vehicle with dense damage. How can that be?
Oh, people may drive a little eccentric out here, but they're very good at what they do.
Yeah. I don't know. Now that he mentions that, I don't see many. I can't remember seeing vehicles with, not like the West. I mean, geez, I saw stuff, baler twine holding bumpers on in, some of the southern states. But here, no.
Yeah, when you have an accident, people tend to get them quick.
I think
repaired
so.
Very
quick.
Quick.
They take pride in their vehicles.
Yeah, they would definitely do, and that's a definite plus in my opinion.
Alpha Romeo, and yes, all from the Western countries. TJ, Mr. Magoo, do you guys know the price range for a visa agent to do a retirement visa? Not an exact amount, just a range amount. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you're going to find it anywhere from around about low 30s to high 30,000 baht for a retirement visa, depending which agent that you want to use. Now, there are, the agents here are good at what they do. They know the law pretty well, but I chose our agent, Singh, that we use simply because the fact that he's very professional, he gets the job done, and he speaks fantastic English.
And he answered a question that the other agent who I initially went for my retirement didn't have a clue about.
Yeah.
Putting my spouse onto my retirement visa.
How do I do it?
How do I do it?
Well, and all the agents we went to,
sir.
They couldn't do it. They said, nope, we can only do it if you're married to a Thai citizen.
Yeah.
But this guy Singh is a miracle worker. I swear by it. He can do just about anything that a lot of agents won't even entertain.
No.
He does it. And so that's why I got to give him such big kudos, because.
Well, and I could understand him.
Yeah.
Like when I was speaking to the initial ones and the ones we looked at when the initial couldn't help me, it was broken English from a Thai lady. Nice ladies, don't get me wrong. But was saying he's so fluent in English and fluent in Thai.
Yeah.
Well, hello, that's a godsend.
Right there, yeah.
He's smart as a whip, the guy is. So I'd stick with him, honestly. Les Brown, multi-entry is 5,000 baht a year, correct?
Yeah, not dollars.
Not dollars.
5,000 baht.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dollars or baht?
Yeah, baht.
Chris E., do you have to print the onward ticket or just have it on your phone?
Either
way.
It doesn't matter if you got it on your phone or you got it in your hand. It doesn't matter. They'll accept it, because on the onward ticket on your phone, it's going to show you your ticket number, and it's going to show you the flight number and all that. And they're very happy just to see it. Just show it on your phone, and you got no problems there.
And Chris, if you get through customs on arrival and they don't even ask for that ticket, just consider yourself, hey, better to be safe than sorry.
Lucky day, yeah.
Don't worry. Market focus. I was definitely asked for my exit ticket on my layover in Taipei. Luckily, I had a throwaway ticket on hand. That was just a week ago. Well, bingo. There you go.
So, yeah.
Thanks for the comment, Market.
Yeah. Thanks for the feedback. Really appreciate it.
Les Brown, in trouble if you live alone and have medical emergency?
No, because you just call an ambulance, brother. Yeah. It's not a problem. Also, what we do here in the group is we add each other as emergency contacts. If anything happens to Brooke, he's got me as an emergency contact. They can contact me, and I know all his details and how to reach out to people that he needs me to reach out to. It's always good to have a backup as an emergency contact. I recommend it. And that's why we've built the Facebook group, to bring people together so you make friends out here. So when you come out here to retire in Thailand, it's not like you're going to be alone and you know nobody. If you get on the Facebook group before you come out here, you're going to already be making friends, adding them on your personal Facebook, talking to each other, picking each other's brains. They may already be here. And well, quite a lot of them are. We have over 140 subscribers now here in Jomtien. So they're here and they're eager to meet you too. And it just makes the process go so much easier when you're coming out to retire. And that's what made me want to start the YouTube channel. I didn't see anybody out there doing it.
Right.
You know,
you're better to be like safety in numbers, and
it is.
Someone's blazed the trail, so you're in a group, and so, you know, hey, what's the best way to get here? Well, somebody's done it, or how would you go about this? Somebody's done it. So you learn a lot from being in the group.
Yeah.
No 911.
There is
999.
It's 999 here in Thailand.
Yeah, so that's there is.
Yeah.
Tonester, does your friend James have a YouTube channel showing his motorcycle tours?
No, I spoke to him about it ironically last night.
Okay.
I said, so James, when are you going to start your YouTube channel? He said, I'd like to do it, but it's just so time consuming.
Yeah,
I don't want to dedicate that amount of time to a YouTube channel. I said, well, you could always do it just one day a week. And he's like, I don't know. It's just so time consuming. You know, he's enjoying his time here.
Les Brown, how much is 90-day with agent?
A 90-day
extension, correct? Is he talking about 90-day extension?
I assume so.
It's 200 baht.
It's like 200.
Yeah.
It depends what agent you use. It's like 200 to 500 baht to do a 90-day extension. Well, it's a 90-day report, actually. It's not an extension. It's a 90-day report.
Yeah.
And but you can also do it yourself absolutely for free. Brooke did it himself.
First time.
And didn't cost him a penny. When I went to go do it, a little bit of rigmarole they changed on it. That you had to have copies of certain pages in your passport, fill in an application and all that. Singh was there and said, hey, Coop, give me your passport. He went, there you go, done. See you later. Fantastic. So, that's how much it is, depending on which agent you use.
JD Shemp, Farang always at fault.
And you're going to find that in most foreign countries. I had an accident in Paris. Yeah. Automatically my fault. You know, I've had an accident in the Philippines. Motorbike hits the back of my car and it's my fault. How the heck could that happen? That a motorbike hits the back of my car. I'm stopped, not moving. He hits the back of my car, but the police still insisted it was my fault and I had to pay for his motorbike.
Well, the light was green. Why were you stopped?
There was no traffic. It was traffic. There was no light
you're
there.
Always at fault.
So yeah.
Farang must pay. Les Brown, thanks for the ANS.
You're very welcome. And JD, the best way to do it is when you're driving out here. I got my pickup truck. It came with 2 cameras, the Toyota, the front camera, the rear camera, and it's got the 360 camera. So it's constantly recording every time that engine is running. So brilliant. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. It's constantly recording and I have no stress. If I had an accident, it's not my fault. I've got all the evidence to show that it's not my fault.
Right.
And a lesson I learned from not having that camera in the car in the Philippines.
Yep. Lots of Russians live in Thailand. Do they have privilege to stay permanently?
No, they have privilege to stay here for 10 months. Up to 10 months a year, they can stay here. And it's an agreement they've had with Russia and for a very, very long time. Thailand did offer it to the West when they were doing these agreements, and the West says, no, we want no part of it. So it's the West's own fault. Russia said, sure, well, we'll go along with it. You Thai citizens can stay in our country. We can stay in your country. Yeah, we'll do the same system. So that's why. And you know what? The Russians here are very nice people. I've met a lot of Russians, and they're quite friendly. They tend to be quiet and just keep to themselves. They're not bothering anybody. You don't see any problems with the Russians or anything like that. And there's no problems with Russians and Americans or British interacting. You're just not seeing it. Or Russians and Ukrainians. We got Russians and we got Ukrainians living in this building, and there's no fighting. There's no arguing. Everybody's just getting along. It's the governments that are the problem, not the people.
Yeah. Willie Shoemaker, hey, Brooke, we don't mean to be a pain. You're not a pain, but we sent an email to Cooper some weeks ago and he forwarded it to you. Did you get it? It was asking how you guys got married, what a Filipino needs. I remember you saying something to me and sent it. Now, it maybe went to my spam folder, but what I'll do, Willie, is I'll get your information today from somewhere even if I go back to the spam. What the Filipina needs, Jackie would be the one that I would get in touch with your Filipina and let them, do their Tagalog together, and she'll go through exactly what was needed. There wasn't a whole lot. We just had to I had to get a single certificate from my embassy. You'll probably need to do the same, whatever country. And then Jackie had to do the same, but she did that at the embassy here. So, she had some paperwork from the Philippines, I guess, just documents for the country here. But so the embassy was the first stop for Jackie. They gave her the information she needed, like a checklist, and we were able to do that. They also, and here's what's great with the Philippine embassy here, is right next door is the guy that does the translation from Thai to English, or vice versa. Let's say probably from English to Thai is what it is. And he files the documents with the Thai government, the ministry, for the marriage to register it and all that. So, and he's very reasonably priced. And again, he's right next door at the embassy. So I used him extensively. Living here, that's when I took the blue bus, for 131 baht. And it took me to the train station, the Sky Train, 17 baht to get the one stop to the embassy. So, but yeah, I'll get that information today, Willie, and we'll put the girls in touch with each other, not to worry.
400 baht with Lana. There you go. That's what they charge with Lana at Thai Farang Visa. Yeah, they're generally between 200 and 500, depending on which agent you use. Need dash cams. Definitely need dash cams. And a lot of the insurance companies out here are now insisting that you have dash cams fitted to the car. To have the insurance, which is absolutely a plus in my opinion. There can be no arguing if everybody's got dash cams. And the new cars they're making here, all are, well, not all, but quite a few of them are built with the dash cams already built in. So you don't have to go buy a separate one and having it installed. They're already built into the car. So definite plus in my book.
Alfa Romeo, got to go. Need to dig out my snow shovels from the garage. See you all in 26 days. Another great live stream.
And thank you, Romeo. We're really looking forward to seeing you, brother.
JD Shemp, my Cadillac XTS has them drivers in Las Vegas. Bad.
I like it.
Willie Shoemaker, I can resend the email. It has a Bernadette contact info. No worries. That'd be great.
Yeah, if you can resend it, I'll
save me
forward
having to
it
go
again
through
to
all
Brooke.
my history. It probably got put in my spam is what I'm thinking, or junk, whatever.
Well, you got me listed as spam?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not a techie, so hey, if it comes up, I see it. If it doesn't, I don't.
Okay.
SC, do most of American expats park their retirement savings in America? Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I do. I've got my savings in America. I do have 2 bank accounts here in Thailand. I got both a Thai bank account in Thai baht and a US dollar account. So if I want to transfer money from my stateside account, I transfer it into my US dollar account, wait till the baht is higher, and then transfer it over to the baht. Great way of doing it.
I keep all mine in the West except for my Thai bank here, which I'll keep my monthly, baht in. And Wise is how I do the transfer. And what's nice too is I get daily updates on the Wise amounts, like the exchange rates. So you get that, which is nice.
Sorry about that, folks. I got somebody at my front door. Whoops.
Let's see here. Yeah, Willie, resend that for sure, okay? Because that'll help me with Bernadette's contact information.
Video.
And geez, I don't see any more. See over here.
Yeah. So that's it. We're at the end of today's live stream. So thank you all for joining us. I've got the aircon people just turned up to service the aircon in the bedroom. It's a little warm in there. So again, I contacted the agent and she's contacted the aircon people. Fabulous. Absolutely loving it. And we're at 1 hour, 59 minutes.
I want to give a shout out here to BB. Sure. I met BB this morning and he told me about the Pattaya City Expats Club. Make a note, Pattaya City Expats Club. They have a weekly meeting on Wednesday mornings at around 10:30. It's at the Holiday Inn. beside Terminal 21, and they do weekly discussions. Today's on, mental health for expats. I think next week's about diabetes. So, when I quizzed him, he had a lot of good information. It's 500 baht to join for the whole year. Or if you just want to go for an individual visit, it's 200 baht if you see a discussion.
Yeah, a lot of expat groups.
Yeah, I said to BB, hey, I'll let the club know about that. So
yeah, Dennis L., how is the insurance in Thailand? And if you get in an accident, typically do Thai people stop and do the cops come for a police report? Yes, they do. I've seen that on plenty of occasions. Very rarely will you get somebody panic and drive away. So no worries there. Last boy, thanks for all the info, guys. You're very welcome. We're just wrapping up. Louis Cabo sends $20 super thanks and says, question, I'm a retired American. I have a condo in the U.S. I would like to spend 5 months in Pattaya. Jumped in. I've been to Pattaya in Asia 6 times. What do you recommend? Take it away, Brooke.
Yeah, I would definitely look at that. I had a condo in Canada and one in Florida. And, now I realized, hey, this is just as good as Florida in my winters, so that's a great thing to do, is spend your 5 months in Pattaya, Jomtien. You'll probably come here during high season, but that's okay. And you've been here many times, as you say. So, keep your U.S. property, and, you'll have the expenses in both places, but here it's very reasonable.
Yeah. Okay. And Les Brown says, if I pay taxes in the U.S., I don't pay in Thailand. Correct. Absolutely correct, because there is a dual tax treaty with Thailand and the U.S. So that's it. We're out of questions. Thank you all for coming on to the live stream. God bless you all. Take care. And until next time, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Go Bitcoin.